is always right to do what is right. If only you knew that I am just as scared as you are. You're not the only one. A very good evening, everyone. So the introduction told you my name, my topic, so I won't give much time to that. Simply that my name is Harleen Chawla, and the topic that I'm speaking on today is that you're not the only one. So first of all, this is very irrelevant to the topic, but I just want to let it out that I don't know what I would be doing in my future, where I would be in life, but everybody, I guess, has the dream of giving a TEDx in their life. I have that too, and IWSx, I mean it, is no less than a TEDx 2.0 to me, and then giving it in a sari makes it for me. So now I have two questions, and I want you all to raise your hands and answer them. So how many of you think that it's the hardest thing to face your fears and traumas? How many of you think it's the hardest thing? It's easier for others? Because it's hard for me.
The
Hardest thing. And then, no matter how much I tell myself, oh no, I'm absolutely fine, everything else around me is fine. But when I go home, I sit alone with my fears, my traumas, my problems. I face them alone. And I think, and now how many of you think actually that is the bravest thing to do? One of the bravest? I think it is one of the bravest things for me, or I would say the bravest thing for me. Because when you are not able to accept your own reality, you don't want to go through it, you sit with it, you analyze it, you go through it, and that is when you realize what you're going through in life. So, and first of all, it's for the people who have been there in life. You know, it's very easy for people to call you courageous. And by people, I do not mean the people you meet at a random tea stall or the Sharma auntie who would, taunt you for coming home late. But the people who have been with you in your life, been with you in that one phase of life. Everybody has their own shares of ups and downs in life. These are the people who have seen you going through it pathetically, but they've also seen you coming out of it beautifully. They've seen you evolved as a person, they've seen you coming out of it. These are the people I want to give it out for. Now, I want to talk about the society. Be it body, be it family, whatever, the society has a perfect image of everything. And since our childhood, be it any phase of life, childhood, teenage, adulthood, we have this very perfect image of everything in our minds. Just like when we were kids, we had these textbooks that told us a perfect picture of everything. A perfect wedding cake looks so and so, a perfect event like IWS looks so and so, and a perfect family, it has a mother, a father, a brother, and a sister. And when in this equation, you add a separation or a divorce, you're never ready for it. Specifically in a country like India. And you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to accept it. 2.5 years back, my mom went to her mom's place with my little sister, considering the fact that her dad, my nanu, wasn't in the very best of his health. He is right now. And how the 2 days went on increasing from 2 to 5 to 10 to I don't know when I will be back. And I guess that was the point where something in some corner of my heart was telling me that maybe she's not going to be back, she's not going to return. Not at least anytime soon. And like most of the other kids, I sucked at maths. I still do. That is why I have psychology as a minor and not mathematics. And it's also funny that people who have mental traumas study about the mind. And that was one thing I was in standard 9th back then. I had my final term examinations going on, and I had this mathematics examination the next day. And just before one day, my mom decided to visit me. Well, she did not come home to meet me, and when she met me, she did not actually meet me. She was crying. She asked me if it was okay to leave. Will you be okay? Will you be able to manage? And I said, I don't know. I don't know what was in my head, what was I thinking at that particular point. But I said, yes, it's okay to leave. Because maybe, I guess, I knew what it felt like holding on to self-respect and dignity somewhere inside of you. And that was the point. And I don't know how much guilt do I carry for that. I don't know whether I'm supposed to carry any guilt for that. And I felt weak, I felt spineless back then for not being able to confront either of my parents. But at the same time, I also feel very courageous that I had that strength inside of me somewhere, that little strength, that took me to a decision that yes, I will confront them. Yes, I did confront them. I did cry. I still cry about that. But I guess it's okay. I've accepted it. No matter how beautiful individuals are, sometimes they're not meant to be together in life. And that doesn't make them any less beautiful in life. And I believe it would have been selfish of me telling her, no, please stay. Your daughter would need you. Because she has a life of her own. And that was the day, back then, after a few days, I remember standing in front of the mirror. I spoke certain things to my own self. Now, I don't remember the exact set of words, it's 2.5 years back. But I remember telling myself, I looked at myself, I spoke. Harleen, you're not going to be a sad story for anybody. You will accept this. You will know that it's okay if the family is breaking. You know that mom is gone now, she probably won't return back. And you will continue with life because life is meant to go on and it won't stop for anybody. And I guess it's okay because I accepted the fact not everybody can have a perfect family, a perfect pair of parents. But I also believe that God has different ways of filling voids in life. And sorry, I forgot this part where all of the separation, it's an ongoing separation, just to be clear. When this ongoing separation thing was going on, my chachi got detected with breast cancer. Now cancer itself shakes us up because you don't know what are the chances of you surviving. You have these thoughts, what would happen to my family after me and stuff. No matter what stage, but cancer itself breaks you mentally. So now while all of this was going on, one of the most important people in my life, while my mom left, she took the place of my mom in my life for me. She turned out to be a motherly figure for me. So that was the point where I completely felt shattered. I felt broken in life, that what if something happens? Touch wood, she's a cancer survivor now, she's no more a cancer patient. She beautifully felt exited, come out of it. And you all know the aftermaths of it. There is always chances of recurrence and whatever it was. But at the same time, I guess I never emotionally connected with my parents, both of them. Nor my dad, neither my dad nor my mom like other kids. I guess it's also somewhere or the other in India, not every kid has this perfect bond with their parents. But after the separation, both of my parents specifically turned out strangers for me. My dad just turned out to be that stranger who was helping me with my bills and is still doing that, which I'm very grateful for. And I can use my mom's name on official documents. So it's not that bad actually. So coming back to the topic where we started, you're not the only one. It's not important for me to speak this out here. It is important for you to hear it out, to know that you're not the only one. Sonali Benre, cancer survivor again. I saw this video of her where she took her out of everything, social media. She took a step back. She did not want to come out in public because she just did not want to. And one random day her husband uploaded a random video of her which made a lot of cancer patients and survivors come out and speak about themselves, knowing that it's happening with a lot of people. It has become common now. And maybe that's one thing why I felt like this stage is the time to speak about this. Because there might be 1,000 other teenagers out there who might have separated parents, whose parents are going through an ongoing separation, and they would know that they're not the only one in this. Now there are these lyrics by Lucas Graham in the song that says you're not the only one, where it says the darkness always dims the light, but the time is always right to do what is right. If only you knew that I am just as scared as you are. You're not the only one. Yes, you're not the only one. And I just want to tell you that it's okay. Everybody goes through their uncommon shares of ups and downs in life. because life is uncertain, unpredictable, and you're not ready for it because that's not the perfect image you're shown in the textbooks, obviously. So when that happens, you don't know how to deal with it actually. You're not ready for it, but life moves on. You move on with it. And I can very proudly say this today that I have turned out to be this individual who I've created my own family, my own community on my own terms today. I see myself as a very strong, confident woman, and I know exactly what I get to the table. So I guess after the separation, maybe I've just turned out to be bolder, to be stronger. Now, I'm not saying you have to go through it to turn out to a better individual, but if I see it as a positive side, maybe I have turned out to be independent in life. So if any problem that you're going through, any trauma that you're going through, a thousand other people are going through it. And I won't lie about it, I don't know if it's a good thing to say or not, but I found my comfort, my healing in knowing that there are other people as well. I'm not the only one in this. So find your comfort, find your power, find your healing in that. Because there are other people who are literally on the verge of dying. So that this couldn't be worse than that. So if you have something in life, please feel free to talk about it. Feel vulnerable. Feel your emotions because at the end they are yours to feel. Feel them. Make the most of them, talk to people about it, open up about it, seek help if required, because there are people to help out there. So, never be ashamed, never take a step back. Let people know they are not the only ones. I know living this life is not easy for you, but always remember, you're not the only one, my love, you're not the only one. Thank you.